Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Dirk here at GC Blues 45, and folks, playoffs are going on in both the NBA and in the NHL, and folks, they're crazy. Now, one thing with the NHL playoffs, the first overtime, here's the thing with overtime in the playoffs in the NHL, they're not the same as the regular season. They are not. What's the difference? Since this is now sudden death hockey, it's 20 minutes long. If there's no score after that 20 minutes, they get a break, they do another intermission, and they have another 20-minute overtime. If there's no score after that, they go. There can be up to 5 overtimes, folks. The longest game I ever seen was that Stanley Cup final game between the Sabres and the Stars. The Stars won in triple overtime. That's the longest game I ever seen. And there was another game. I think it was last season or a few seasons ago. I can't remember when, but I know some of you people will tell me. You guys could comment if I'm wrong. It went to triple overtime again. And I forgot the two teams who played. You guys can tell me who was. But folks, this game went to triple overtime. I believe it was a second round matchup. Went into triple overtime. And folks, it was crazy. Now, folks, as you see, I'm wearing the Flyers jersey. I did not pick the Flyers. As you know, I did not pick the Flyers. But I'm wearing it because they won tonight, which I will get to in a moment. But, folks, you don't want to see me wear the St. Stars jersey. Okay, so. All right, let's get ready for this post-game report. Remember, folks, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, give me that thumbs up tool. It's very important. Helps to keep the channel going. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe tab and be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking the bell icon. We're going to start off with the Flyers at home against Pittsburgh. Now, this was not a must-win for Pittsburgh. Now, they had to win this game to force game 5, but if they lose, the next game they play is a must-win. But folks, you got to remember, this is the Battle of Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia. This is the Battle of Pennsylvania. Both teams representing the state of Pennsylvania. So this is the Battle of Pennsylvania. And two great iconic teams that clashed so many times in stadium series and stuff. This is a great matchup. These two are division rivals, and they're taking on each other in the playoffs. Now, folks, remember entering this matchup, the Flyers were 2-0, Pittsburgh 0-2. This game went 60 minutes, and the final score of this was 5-2. Philadelphia. Now, here we go. The Flyers had 29 saves with the Pens 30. The Flyers had 28 saves with the Penguins 24. Philadelphia was 2 for 3 on the power play with Pittsburgh 2 for 5 on the power play. Third win for Philadelphia. They now lead the series 3-0. And hold on here, let me get that. series sheets, so we can look at them. Circle, circle. Okay. Now they split the season series 2 games apiece, but the Flyers went 2-2-0 with the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-0-2 and a total of 6 points. And you guys can remember, regular season records mean diddly squat in the playoffs. You can lose every game to who you're taking on in the playoffs in the regular season and then totally flat out beat them in the playoffs. That can happen. Um, so what to say about this series? About this game? After the first period, it was 1-0 Pittsburgh, and then after the second, it was 3-1 Philadelphia, and then I don't know what happened. I think Pittsburgh just did not have the heart. Now you gotta remember, I chose Pittsburgh. The reason why I'm wearing the Flyers jersey is so you don't see the same jersey in the post game report versus, oh, this is a Blues jersey, of course. But what can I say, folks? The Flyers are just outright outplaying the the Penguins, and the Penguins can't match it. Now their next game is on the 25th, which is Saturday. So let's hope Pittsburgh can rebound, get their act together, because now it's a must win. So let's hope for the best. For Philadelphia, I just want to say good game, or good game to you guys. Um, you guys fought hard, but Pittsburgh, you guys gotta get your acts together. You guys gotta get your act together. That's what I have to say, or else it's over. So we'll wait until Saturday, folks. So we'll see what happens. Next, we had Minnesota at home against the Dallas Stars. Now, entering this matchup, it was tied 1-1. So this game is guaranteed to go to Game 5 already. This series is already going to the fifth game, which will be back in Dallas. Now, this game had to go to double overtime. Another a second 20-minute overtime. Remember what I say, folks. The playoff overtime in the NHL is brutal. I mean, it's brutal. Literally, it is brutal. Sudden death, 20 minutes. So at the end, here, 15 minutes. Here, 10 minutes. 90. After 92 minutes. That's right, folks. 92 minutes. 92 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact. The Dallas Stars beat the Minnesota Wild by a score of 4-3. Shots on goal were the Stars 36, the Wild 31. The Stars had 28 saves with Minnesota 32. Dallas was 3 for 8 on the power play with the Wild 1 for 7 on the power play. Now Dallas leads the series 2-1. Now going into this matchup, now you guys gotta remember coming into this, Dallas won the series 2 games. It was tied 2-2, but Dallas won on the points and on the goals. They won with a total of 5 points, 2-1-1. But folks, you gotta remember I said regular season record means nothing. Recycle. So, yeah. So, what to say about this matchup? Dallas had a 2-1 lead after one, and then Minnesota got a 2-goal lead in after two. Dallas ties it up after three, and it was that way all the way through the first overtime. No goals. I meant no goals. And then Dallas gets one past the goalie, and so that's why they won. And good going by Minnesota. I have to give my props to Minnesota. They did a great job. I'm not disappointed in Minnesota at all. I am not. They fought hard to come up short. Uh, their next game is also Saturday, but this is guaranteed to go to five at least. If Minnesota wins the next game, if they do, we got game six. And we got game six. So you never know. And the reason why you saw me switch hands like that is because, it's a mirror effect on my computer. So especially if you have a mirror effect on your computer, if it does that on your computer, that's my doing. So, okay, and finally, the Anaheim Ducks took on the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Now, going into this matchup, Anaheim lost, and they are down by one game. So this was game two for Anaheim and Edmonton. They were the last series to get started. So here we go. So Edmonton up 1-0 over Anaheim. So what happens? This game goes 60 minutes, and at the end of 60 minutes, Anaheim wins by a score of 6-4. So now the series is tied 1-1. So this now goes to at least a game five. This series goes to Lisa Game 5 coming up, so we'll wait and see what happens. So here we go with the stats in this game. The Ducks had 28 saves with the Oilers 37. The Ducks had 33 saves with the Oilers 22. Excuse me. Anaheim went 2 for 2 on the power play with Edmonton 0 for 4 on the power play. Once again, the series is tied 1-1. What to say about this game? Well, after 2 periods, it was 4-2. And then as this game later in the period, Anaheim knew that Edmonton's behind by 1. So what they do? Edmonton pulls the goalie, bring out the extra attacker, which you're allowed to. Even in playoff games, you're allowed to bring out the extra attacker. And with a minute and 10 left to play, Anaheim gets that empty netter. Anaheim wins the game. Now, am I disappointed Edmonton lost? Of course, because I picked Edmonton. I picked Edmonton to win. But they fought hard, and I'm not disappointed. They fought hard. They played a good game, so therefore, I'm not disappointed. The Ducks wanted to win more. That's why they got it. Now this series shifts to Anaheim for 2 games before coming back to Edmonton for Game 5. If the Ducks win another game, or they win one and then the Edmonton Oilers win, this goes to a 6th game, folks. A 6th game. Yeah, it goes to a 6th game. So we're waiting to see. Now, folks, we got another 3 games tomorrow. So anything can happen. Especially it's the playoffs. Now, folks, if you guys got any questions, please ask them. I will answer your guys' questions. Literally, I will answer you guys' questions. Thank you very much for tuning in. I love you guys. Please stay safe. Take care. Remember, the Lord's watching you. I'll see you guys later tomorrow or later today for our pregame report. Until then, peace.